On Tuesdays, we like to talk about girl power. Okay, so you likely learned the fate of Henry VIII's 6 wives when you were in school from this rhyme: divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. But in the Broadway smash hit Six the Musical, the wives, they are remixing history with a healthy dose of girl power.
Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives.
And you can thank our next two guests for having that earworm the rest of the day. They play two of the Tudor queens turned pop divas, Brittney, Mack, and Samantha Pauly. Welcome to New York Living. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
I mean, you both look stunning, even without makeup, with all the business. I recently got to see you both in 6. It was breathtaking. It's kind of like a concert. So I wonder what it's like for both of you to be up there. Brittney, you as Anne of Cleves, and we'll start with you. What is it like for you every night, twice on Wednesday?
You know, it's really bizarre. Even watching that clip just now, I was like, who is that? I don't know who that person is. But it's so bizarre. I love to look into the audience. I love that the way our show is set up, because it's very much so like a concert, that the fourth wall does not exist.
Right.
So what I enjoy is being able to really connect with the audience and have that moment. And you really do feel a little bit of celebrity, because once the connection happens and the audience member is like, what, who,
Yeah.
what? And you're like, you know, and it's just an awesome feeling of being able to connect with the audience member. And a lot of shows don't give you the opportunity to do that. And so it's really special.
And as someone who is watching, I appreciated it as well. And Samantha, what is it like for you? You're Catherine Howard. You're up there every night, again, twice on Wednesdays. What is it like for you?
Twice on Wednesdays. Also, before I talk about that, I have that clip that you just showed of Get Down.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. We look so cool.
You are so cool. You don't just look it, you are.
So cool. Oh my God. It's incredible. It's everything. Also, this clip I just saw of me for the first time the other day. I've never seen this before.
Look at you with your pink hair and everything.
Yeah, I know. It's just a whole different person here right now.
So I want to get into your characters. You know, Brittney, a lot of people know Anne Boleyn. She's like the famous wife, and you mention it in one of the songs. But Brittney, you're Anne of Cleves. She was unknown, but she seemed to have the most freedom of all of Henry's wives. How did you use that knowledge to interpret the role and make it current, make it 2022, and make it Brittney?
Well, making it current, I have to give all of that credit to Toby and Lucy, because their brilliance in making it not just current, but tangible, right? The way they wrote it. So it's not just too trendy, where someone like my mom, my grandma, anyone can come and see this show and know exactly what's going on and not feel left out of the loop because the terms are too trendy or something like that. So that's Toby and Lucy brilliance all the way. How I made Cleves Brittney is because, again, Toby and Lucy, we had to do a lot of research. And Anne, she was very hard to kind of find a lot of stuff on her, but the more I kept digging, the more I started to find. And we had a lot of things in common, actually, about her family. And she, for the time, her family was very forward thinking and gave her a lot of liberties. And
is that what your family did with you?
Absolutely, very supportive in the arts and all of those things. So I was able to kind of just bring the freedom of self, the freedom of knowing who I am as a Black woman, who I am as an artist, who I am as just a human being, and put it all together and be like, oh, from the South Side of Chicago, let's go. And then here we are.
And here we are. I love all of this. Samantha, first of all, you didn't become involved in musical theater until your junior year. And this is your first Broadway show.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Hello. And I heard that you weren't sold on it right away, that you were like, not sure. So how has this experience changed you? And thank you for coming to your senses on behalf of everyone who has ever seen Six.
You know, I guess when I was in high school, I was singing a lot, but theater wasn't something that I thought I could make a career out of. And I was very lucky to have parents who have always been supportive, and a theater director in high school that saw that I really enjoyed it and kind of pushed me to do more discovering of theater, and he really helped me like figure out what I wanted to do. And never in a million years did I think that I would be originating a principal role in a brand show. That was something that I thought was completely out of.
And here it is. And I say this to people all the time, no matter what your age is. There is a possibility. There is a way to make a way out of no way. As someone who is a mere mortal who can't sing to save her life, I'm the sporty spice. I always marvel at actors on stage. My sister is an actor. I always marvel at stage, and I wonder as I'm watching, are they really friends when they're not on stage? And it turns out you two are. And the proof is in a little clip I saw on Instagram. Roll it, Dave.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This video
is for
Tay Diggs
and April Jones and Matthew Morrison and friends. I don't know who else you were there with, but I was vibing with y'all too.
and only them.
Thank you for coming.
We saw you at the show tonight.
Thank you so much for coming.
So it is true. You do lock eyes with folks in the audience. Has there been? No. We do some investigative journalism here at New York City. Has there been a callback? Has there been any? Have you been in touch with these folks? Are they coming back?
You know, I'm Tay any day now. You know,
Any day.
Matthew and my phone. You know, I've been on vacation. I've been in
Right, but it's about to blow up. It's about to blow up with all the texts.
Wow, I can't wait.
Well, the other interesting thing is that when I saw it with my producer, we started watching the little girls who were watching you. And it just meant so much for us, because as women, to see an all-female cast, including your musicians, are all women. Are you locking eyes with the little girls in the front row, or even in the back row, or the medium row? And
Absolutely.
How does that occur to you?
100%.
What kind of responsibility is that?
I think that's one of our favorite parts about doing the show in general is all of these little girls that come dressed up in full cosplay of their favorite character, and then they wait at the stage door, and they're so excited to be there. And some of my favorite moments are these little girls or these young women with their mothers, and seeing them and knowing that they have waited for so long to come see this, and then watching their faces the entire opening number, just like knowing all the words and crying. And I think we've got a fantastic cast, because we're also a great representation of all kinds of women. And it's wonderful for these girls to come see the show and look on stage and say, that girl looks like me, or she has hair like me.
That's right. Well, thank you both so much. Brittney and Samantha, congratulations on all you've accomplished and all that you're about to accomplish in the future. This was a real treat for me, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
To learn more about Six and buy tickets, you can visit sixonbroadway.com. You can also get 2-for-1 tickets as part of NYC Broadway Week, which runs from September 6th through the 25th. Again, Brittney, Samantha, they are going to be watching you. So make sure you keep locking eyes with those folks in the audience.